We are right now with Dr. CraigDilworth, a reader from Uppsala University in Sweden. Hey, Dr. Dilworth, please, can you talk us about your book, Too Smart for Our Own Good?
Yes, the book is about the development of humankind and the relation between that and the environmental problems we're facing today.
What is the main message from your book?
Well, the main message has to do with what I call the vicious circle principle, which, simply described, says that humankind, when faced with need, comes up with a technical solution which solves the problem of need, but which also provides a surplus, which leads to population growth, which eventually leads to a new situation of need, which again is solved technologically. But this is a circle that cannot continue indefinitely because population is constantly growing and the resources that are necessary to solve this problem are constantly diminishing.
So, what about the future of humankind on Earth?
Humankind has a very short future, I think. We're on the verge of extinction.
What about your next books?
Well, the book after that is my main work, which is called Simplicity, which is a work I've devoted my whole life to, actually.
What about your current philosophical position? I mean, you are a thing with which kind of philosophy?
I'm not aligned with any kind of philosophy. I think of myself as a metaphysician. And in fact, my book Simplicity is a metaphysics. And I have found through my researches over the last 30 years that, well, there was one person with whom I could discuss my ideas. He is now dead, unfortunately. And that is all. So I'm living in my own intellectual space.
What about the Swedish philosophical environment here in Sweden, in this country?
Well, I think it's the same as anywhere. It's stuck in its ways. The Swedish philosophical environment is essentially Anglo-American, empiricist, logical, oriented, and as with any tradition, it's not prepared for change, and it's not even able to understand change.
So what do you think about the role of philosophy nowadays?
I don't see philosophy as having a role. It's not the position of philosophy to have a role. Philosophy is something that came from human curiosity. Philosophers are curious about the fundamental aspects of reality and investigate them intellectually. Philosophy is not a social phenomenon, it's an individual phenomenon.
So we cannot talk about an applied philosophy?
I don't think so. Well, you can apply your way of thinking. Philosophy is a way of thinking. You can apply your way of thinking.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Craig.
You're welcome.
Mrs.